I have an interesting question. Which hip-hop beat, in your opinion, is the most classic, the most authentic, the one you could listen to endlessly and never getting tired of it? I already understand that you have a lot of options in mind, and each one of them is worth mentioning. But if you asked me the same question, I would definitely answer without any hesitation that it's Shook Once by Mobb Deep. Come on guys, this track, the melody itself is so hip-hop. And by the way, do you even know this simple trick that Havoc used to build this track? Because many years ago when I first learned about it, I was like, what? This is so simple yet absolutely genius. Let me show you real quick. So there is this track performed by Herbie Hancock that plays like this. This is like closer to the end. And so far, there is nothing similar. We need to pitch it down, like -9 to begin with. There is already something. This part. So this part is pitched at -9, as you can see it right here, and the first part is actually pitched even lower at -14, I guess. So we have this eerie melody, which is famous all over hip-hop. So I was casually working on my SP this morning. I've had this sample loaded up for a while now, but it didn't work. I tried different ways, no good. And then accidentally, I put my pitch at -12, this knob right here, and when I pressed the pad, just guys, listen. This was instantly obvious that this is going to be something. Shook Once. Alright guys, let's try to make a beat out of this sample, using Havoc's technique. So this is the original sample. And we change the pitch all the way down. Let's copy this sample. But here we're going to change the pitch differently. I think 7 is the best. Maybe I'll have to use the warping. I remind you how to do this on the SP. Shift and we choose ensemble. This is already the slowest speed possible. We'll see about that later. Let's start with the drum break. I will use my sample pack that you can download as well. Let's chop this drum break. Alright, let's assign to pads. It's going to be what, 93 BPM, I guess. 2 bars, probably. 2 bars probably for the beginning. Let's copy it to the next pattern. Now let's make it 4 bars long. I'm not sure that the melody is going to fit that BPM, that beat, but I'll try first. It's obvious that the second part of the melody plays much quicker. Let's actually try to adjust it with warping. But frankly speaking, I'd like to try and chop this melodic sample to make it even more accurate. Shift, chop. Let's try to record it into the pattern with separate notes. Copy the drums again. Okay, so I like this option, but obviously it's a little bit choppy. We'll try to do something with it. This sample is quite short, so let's try to warp it. Ensemble. Okay, probably some effects like a reverb. Okay, it's much better, but I think we need to make some more adjustments. Right now in the step sequencer, I will try to move the notes a little bit off grid, because right now it's too perfect. However, in the track of Shook Once, the notes were a little bit off grid. Remain. Now let's try to resample this melodic sample with reverb already. So I go to MFX. For example, like this. Okay, so now it's already with reverb. Let's skip it like this and add something new. Oh. Maybe a little bit of noise. Something for the intro. Oh. Or let's keep this. Okay, I need to resample this. Let's add this to new pattern. It's ready. Oh wow, this is already so gritty, so raw. I think I want to try something with the drums to exaggerate this pumping effect, and of course with, I don't know, 404, 303, let's try. Alright, so let's keep the compressor because it adds more pump to it. Okay, so let me try something in Ableton. I will try to add a melody to this and return later with maybe some chorus. I don't know, let's try. So this is the same sample in Ableton. And it's very good that we can look at the tuner to see if it's detuned a little bit, and we can tweak it at -12 semitones or something, but we'll do this later. There is a great feature that can convert the melody into MIDI track. Here that is, let's listen to it. So I tweaked the melody a little bit, and let's listen to how it sounds through Analog Lab, which I absolutely love. Okay, it sounds nice. Too hard. Oh, very nice bass. I think I can keep this as a secondary melody. Dun, dun, dun. And now the most important part, I need to find some sound that sounds like Quincy Jones for the chorus. I like this sound, but it's not for the chorus. And if you want to learn how to use the SP professionally, I have the special educational course prepared for you. Every lesson, step by step, we build a track together from zero to a full finished project. The link is in the description. Okay, so this is definitely for the chorus. I like this upright bass. Maybe together. And this melody as well. But these pads definitely need resampling because I want to add more grit, more grime to it. Okay, now with resampling it feels more lo-fi, so let's add it to the pattern. Copy this pattern right here, record. And it's done. Definitely a chorus. It really feels like Quincy Jones sample that Havoc used. I want to add more lo-fi to it, and probably will just use pitch down. Yeah, alright, it works. I really like the workflow of the SP because it's quick and sometimes spontaneous, because the whole idea started with just me accidentally turning the knob to -12 pitch. The SP is definitely a keeper if you also like sampling. I guess it's time to play the project right now. But of course, these are not the only tips and tricks when you work with the SP. You can watch these videos right here when I show you even more workflow stuff.